Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, let's play some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So in this one I'm back with another Conquest video. Now I've already covered sectors 1 and 2 as well as sector 3 feats guides. So if you're interested in those, there'll be a link in the description below to my SWGOH for Life tool, where I have all the Conquest guides I've done so far listed, as well as guides for all the other game modes, because I pretty much cover everything Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So definitely go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. In this one, I'll show you how I completed the feats versus mini boss and as well final boss in sector 3. But probably first things first, we'll have to look at my discs, because now here, sector 3, the difficulty is starting to ramp up a bit, so discs play a little bit more part in what you're trying to do. And I'll show you mods as well on my teams, because again, mods now starting to play a little bit bigger part in all of this. So I got Heal Over Time, I've got Leader's Resolve, Zealous Ambition, Ruthless Swiftness, Entrench, Master Technique, as well as Vitality. So these are the discs that I'll have equipped in all the battles here in this video. Obviously whenever we do these feats, so we have to do Light Side, Dark Side, and Undersize feat. Obviously try always to use a team that can help you working towards other feats in Sector 3. And this is the code, enemy modifier, you know, they'll be getting clan loyalty buff, which will give them extra counter chance and things like that, but it doesn't play a huge part here really. So here I decided to go with old Republic squad, because you know we do have to knock out that 40 defeats with Old Republic squad, so might as well use here Light Side. And actually the reason why I use there my Gear 8 T3 is because he's support and I have Zealous Ambition disc that boosts damage there. That's why I used him instead. But you will see when Jolie hits 120k on his basic, all thanks to Zealous Ambition disc. So I definitely recommend you guys pick it up as soon as you see it, because it will make a lot easier. You don't need to then rely just on your attackers to carry the battle for you. There you go, Basti 120k on her basic. So I definitely want to take out Canderous first, you know, so he doesn't get going with his turn meter gain and everything. And then just work through here. Armor probably next, so she doesn't hand out any Beskar. Another big hit from Julie. I love Zealous Ambition, this definitely. And because here, Django, obviously he gets revived, this will really count as 6 enemies defeated towards your Old Republic feat. So definitely, I think, you know, good to use your Old Republic here, so you can start working towards knocking out the Old Republic feat as well. Otherwise here, versus Mandalorians, pretty straightforward. Julie coming in for a big 130k hit, there you go, even a Gear 8 T3 there, doing nearly 30k on his basic, and finish off the rest. So that's the Light Side feat done, as well as, you know, 6 enemies defeated with Old Republic, helping us progressing toward the Sector 3 feat. Now for the Dark Side, again, obviously looking at the feats we still need to do, you could either go with all Empire here squad to allow you, you know, to knock out one Empire battle. However, I still needed to gain stealth feat here in Sector 3, as well as working towards the global feat where you have to use Maul and Savage, so decided to do Maul lead instead. Here we go, big AoE from Fallen Bastila. Again, she's support, so Zealous Ambition disc really boosts her damage significantly. Yeah, so you could go with Empire here, but I went here with Maul just to get more stealth feat done at the same time, and Night Brother feat. So you got, you know, a little bit of flexibility here, which feats you still need to work towards. But I just wanted to knock out this one, so I don't need to think about it anymore than later on. But you can see, you know, Mandalorians, they're not really all that threatening here. You can burn for them very quickly. There we go. Basic. Come on. Do another Wild Lightning. Come on. There we go. And this finished now the Dark Side feat. Now up next we got the Undersize feat. Again, plenty of options here. I went with Troopers because I haven't used them at all yet in Sector 3. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do something fun here, and all of these guys are support, which means they'll be doing big hits thanks to the Zealous Ambition disc. There we go. Now unfortunately this will not count as an all Empire squad because it's an Undersize squad. I really wish they would some sort of fix this, that, you know, this Undersize, because at the end of it, this is a full squad of Empire units, right? We are not using any other unit. But anyway, Undersize feat done here, so we can now just move on onto the final boss. And this is where things get a little bit more real. But anyway, just again looking at the Sector 3 feats here, see if we can somehow work towards these as well as we are doing these battles. As you can see here, I still needed more Old Republic here feats to be done, 7 more, as well as Empire. So definitely be trying to utilize here Old Republic and Empire as I'm going in here in the battle, just to start working towards these feats. But yeah, Sector 3, the modifier from Sidious, it looks, you know, nothing special. You've got here just some, you know, apart from Vader, these guys aren't really a threat, right? You don't need to worry about it. However, the modifier for Sidious is pretty crazy. Anyway, more about it later. But the good thing is, going up against 6 units means Vader will get more turns there, and you know, he'll be able to get to his merciless faster. So it's pretty good. So there we go, we got Sidious to take care of. Again, just a reminder, showing you my discs. I know I showed in the beginning, but again, did you see what I was using here before I went into the battle? Again, relying on that Zealous Ambitions disc a lot here. Okay, so with this out of the way, now let's go into the battle here and look at the feats. Because they are like here in Sector 3, we now have 4 feats on final boss, not 3 anymore. Hinder movement, have to remove a 700% turn meter, you have to win with less than 6 special abilities, win with Mace window on your squad, but then win without using Jedi. So again, they kind of designed these feats that you can't really do it with one squad. Just because one feat says you must use a Jedi, another feat says you're not allowed to use a Jedi. So kind of a little bit forced there to do that. So there you go, Puppet Master. So Sidious, as the leader, he can't be targeted, he will have less speed, and the damage they receive is reduced. So in the beginning, Sidious won't do much. However, after you defeat all of his allies, he will then gain plus 500% health, protection and offense, and 300% speed, and attack again when they use ability. Oh, man. So you have to be ready, because after you're only down to Sidious, he will go really crazy. You will see that. But anyway, I'm doing first here the No Jedi feat with my troopers. Again, just showing you the modes, because you know these do now start playing part here in Sector 3. So this team will get your No Jedi feat done, as well as not use more than 6 special abilities feat. Again, probably there are more options here, but I chose this team because it can knock out these 2 feats here for the final boss, as well as it's an all Empire team, so they'll also count towards the progress of the Sector 3 all Empire feat. Again, trying to find teams that can do more feats at the same time. And again, all of these guys, except from Death Trooper there, they are all supports. So again, Zealous Ambition, this will be really ramping up their damage. Obviously, one thing to look out for here is the counter attacks. So definitely you will want to land the days there with Piet, and then also Death Trooper on his basic can also land the days. Alright, so here we go. They're very fast, smashing an AoE already. Now here as a Piet, first things I did AoE days. I didn't use his other ability because I did not want Dooku counter-attacking, Sith Empire Trooper counter-attacking as well. So already used a couple of special abilities, so you really have to make sure how many special ability you use so far before you go in. Another special ability to dispel the taunt of Sith Empire Trooper, and I just really want to take out the fake Sith Trooper out. Almost got him out, there we go. And now here, because everybody's dazed, Death Trooper there can stun them, which kind of helps you a little bit, you know, control them. Unfortunately, Vader resisted there, but we got a nice assist. I think I have only one more special ability to be used, so we really have to go after Sith Empire Trooper now, because obviously he would get a taunt anyway if we go after somebody else. So I'm again trying to utilize here basic from Death Trooper to get stuns. So here now just basics only. Remember, you're not allowed to use more than 6 special abilities. I wish we would have a counter there. I think I used all 3. Now luckily here we can stun Sidious, his ability block, dazed, and troopers, you know, with a turn meter train rolling, the whole Sidious modifier doesn't really concern you, to be honest. He didn't even take a turn. There you go, that's how easy it is here with the troopers to get 2 feats done in one attempt here for the boss battle, as well as, you know, one battle for the All Empire squad. Alright, so moving on, we're doing now the turn meter removal feat. And here I'll be using Vader lead because this probably, you know, through his leadership you have 50% chance to remove 20% turn meter, and this turn meter removal cannot be resisted. You have to bear in mind that the enemy Vader is immune to turn meter removal, but from everybody else you will be able to remove turn meter. And as well here I want to point out the speeds are playing part now. Before I had my Vader at about 250-ish speed, and that was not fast enough to go before enemy Vader, so bumped up his speed to 287. That in combination with Leader's Dissolve Disc will give 20% extra speed to Vader, as well as Vader is getting extra speed from his unique. So definitely here, speed on your Vader, very important. Try to get him close to 290, just to make sure he will go before enemy Vader, when you have Leader's Dissolve Disc equipped, that is. Then Throne, again, Fracture on Throne here can also remove turn meter as well, so I'm just pointing out all abilities that do turn meter removal here. Now the rest of the team I didn't remod, these are just remods I have on these guys at all times, except Vader I needed to make him faster. We got Gideon himself, obviously control the situation, will remove turn meter from the enemies, and his speed I have is 340. There we go. Up next we got Tarkin. His ultimate firepower also can remove turn meter from all the enemies, so kind of, you know, a lot of turn meter removal here between all these characters. And just showing you speeds 255, you know, it's nothing too crazy, but it'll be enough. And then finally bringing in Piet again for his days, so that you don't get counter attacks, especially from Dooku when you're doing all those AoEs, and Piet's speed there is at 326. And again, this is an all Empire team, so will be another all Empire battle done, as well as turn meter removal. So we start here with Merciless. Yep, fine, Vader gets counterattack, that's fine, just go around doing basics here, try to get ability blocks. You can't target Sidious, unfortunately, and here again, first you will want to do the AoE days there with Piet, control the situation, remove turn meter from everybody, trying to get Sith Empire Trooper out, didn't really work, now that Vader has been, you know, nerfed to oblivion. Now let's put over Mark onto Throne. We can now go ahead, swap turn meter here with Vader, give him another quick turn, apply some debuffs, push back turn meter with Tarkin. Now we can land Fracture, and why you know, Throne is good, because when he's in Fracture he will be counter-attacking, so it's pretty good. Alright, and we are already up to another Merciless here, so let's just keep going, take Vader out, which gave full turn meter there to Sith Empire Trooper. Let's try and get an ability block. No ability block. He's already gone. Alright, Sidious finally took a turn, because remember, while his allies are alive, he's not as effective, but once you take everybody out, he will suddenly become alive. But hopefully we'll have so many debuffs on him that we'll be able to take him out quickly. Okay, join AoE here. There we go. There we go. Another AoE. Got a little bit more of turn meter removal, and I think that should finish him off. And that's it. That's how quick and easy here was to get this turn meter removal feat done. It's just because we have so many on top of Vader's leadership that all Empire allies can remove turn meter. We've got an AoE there from Tarkin that can remove turn meter on top of, you know, Vader's turn meter removal from leadership. We got control the situation with Gideon. So this team, I just did this in a single attempt, no issues whatsoever, after I increased the Vader speed close to 290 that he went to go early. Now here, as you will see, this battle here will get very close towards the end, but it's just because the stamina here on my Jedi was down to 70% already, because, you know, I used them for that Old Republic feat. Again, Yoda here is support, so he will be doing massive damage, so just keep calling him for an assist, keep spreading foresight, tenacity up and everything. And of course we do have to use Mace in here for that Mace window feat. So again, here I'm kind of, you know, working towards 2 feats. So one is for the final boss, obviously that you do have to use Mace, and then another feat there with you know, defeating enemies with Old Republic. However, here Yoda will probably be doing most of the damage, but remember, both Julie and Basti, they can do some big hits as well. Now this is where you have to get ready for onslaught of Sidious here, so I'm just saving all my special attacks, mark and everything, for when Sidious becomes alive. Alright, here we go. Trying to land ability block so he can't do his AoE. Look at all the turns he's taking. Calling Yoda, try to push back turn meter. Alright, he almost got Julie out. Calling Yoda for another big hit. Mark him down. Come on, spread. Look at the speed on Sidious, it's crazy. But anyway, was able to finally take him down for the final feat here, where you have to win without Mace on your squad. But again, you know, this was probably dicier than it should have been, just because my Jedi had, apart from Yoda, like all the Old Republic Jedi had stamina of 70%, because I used them already in previous battles to do the Old Republic feat. And there you go, guys. These are the teams here that I used to get Sector 3 mini boss and final boss feats done, while also working towards the progress of other feats, either global or Sector 3 feats. I hope you find this video useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.